A huge celebration will take place on the Lower East Side today. It is the return of the Loisaida Festival in person for the first time since the start of the pandemic. The festival celebrates its 35th year this year, organizers calling it the largest community pride festival for the city's Latin and Caribbean community. The festival also serves as a kickoff for the citywide celebration, Festival of New York, to help promote a variety of arts and cultural activities taking place all across the city this summer. Joining us now is Lymaris Albors. She is the CEO of the Acacia Network. That's a social service organization that is taking part in the festival this year. Great to have you with us this morning. Before we talk about some of your services there at the network, let's talk about the importance of bringing this festival back in person. What does that mean to you that it's back this year?
It means what has meant for 35 years, that there is a community in the Lower East Side that loves to be in the street and reclaim a space that belongs to them. And the way that they have been doing it for 35 years to bring art and culture to the street. So we are so excited and happy that finally we can bring the festival back after 2 incredible hard years.
Yeah, lots of music, lots of food, lots of a culture taste. So describe what will take place today.
So the festival starts at 12 and at 6 o'clock. It's from Avenues. It's on Avenue C from 12th Street to 5th Street. And what we do, we bring art and culture and local artists. We also bring lots of different food, acupuncture. With this year bringing COVID vaccine, COVID testing. It's an integrated health and art and culture event in the Lower East Side.
Yeah, let's talk about that. You provide so many different services there. What are you seeing right now in this stage of the pandemic in terms of how people are responding still with the vaccination? What else needs to be done at this point where we are with the pandemic?
I think education continues to be one of the most important things. There's still some hesitancy about vaccines. There's so many different things coming our way that I think that the more we talk about what we know now and the more access to vaccines and testing and education, I think continues to be what we need and what I see in the communities, not only in the Lower East Side, but in the Bronx and East Harlem, where we also provide services.
Yeah, as you know, early on in the pandemic, there was a resistance, of course, within the people of color here in the city to the vaccine. You saw that gradually improve over time. Was that through education, public awareness?
Absolutely, yes. At least in the Acacia Network have about 8 federally qualified health centers. And what we see is that when you educate and you talk to the community in their own language, they understand, they trust our providers, and then they do what we're telling them is the right thing or the safest thing to do.
Yeah. What do you think? Are we better prepared now to deal with health crises like the one that we have been through the past more than 2 years now?
I don't think so. I think that COVID showed us that there's a lot that we still need to do, not only at the community level, but also with the healthcare environment. I can tell you that, yes, there's one thing that we'll know is the resiliency of the humankind and the resiliency of New Yorkers. So we know that we have what it takes to survive such an incredible, difficult times, but there's a lot of structural things that still need to change, and that I hope they change.
Let's go back to the arts festival itself, and you know, the importance of the arts right now, especially at a time when there's so much going on. Tell us about how that will bring people together today and to celebrate the culture of Puerto Ricans, Latinos, and Caribbean people in the city.
So I am a believer that art is what really truly heals your soul. We can give you lots of different medicines and treatments, but what really brings a community together is arts and culture. And that is exactly what the Lower East Side is going to have today. It's a festival that just brings people together. We can celebrate our culture, our heritage, and it is for everybody, not just for Latinos and Puerto Ricans. We bring salsa, we bring charanga, we bring bomba plena. We have activity for the kids, activity for the elderly. It's just bringing people out of the houses and just saying, you know, we're here, we've been here before, we're going to continue to be here and celebrate who we are. And our souls need that, our hearts need that, our kids, our families. So especially with what had happened in the last 3 weeks in the nation, I think at times you just have to celebrate, regroup, and celebrate the resiliency through arts and culture. And that's what's happening today at the Lower East Side.
What do you think is one of the most important things you've learned over the past 2 years?
That love is what matters most. Love for your family, love for your community. There's a newsletter that as a CEO I wrote during 2020 and 2021, and I keep going back to love. When you love a city like this one and communities and who we are and your culture, that is what really helps you get through difficult times and losses. And when there's so many unknown, you gotta grab to what really truly matters most, and it's love. And I have said that for the last 3 years now.
That is well said. So the Loisaida Festival returning today to the Lower East Side this afternoon. Good weather for it too. Hopefully you get a good turnout. Thank you so much for your time this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you.